Today with S.Chablis, we are going to talk about grape variety. What's that? Yeah, I know I've already talked about that, but they asked the question again, so I'm going to answer again. Okay. See you in a minute. Hi and welcome. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Here it was beautiful. Spring is here. Flowers. Birds. Waking you in the morning. Never mind. Let's go straight to the question with are all Burgundy Reds Pinot Noir based and white Burgundies made with Chardonnay? Indeed, that's probably a question I've already answered, but let me be a bit more precise in the answer. Let's say you're with friends and you've got bottles of Burgundy wines or wines from Burgundy of Bourgogne on the table, and they're going to ask you the question, do you know what grape variety it is? If it's a white Burgundy, chances are it's going to be Chardonnay based. If it's a red Burgundy, chances are it's Pinot Noir. But there is much more to Burgundy wines than just those two grape varieties. So how does it really work? First of all, an interesting figure. 90% of what we do is going to be based on Chardonnay or Pinot Noir. So 90% of what is planted is going to be either Pinot Noir or Chardonnay. So 9 times out of 10, just by looking at the color of the wine, you are going to have basically the right answer. But how to be more precise? Well, 90% you know, so 10% you don't know. That's how good I am at maths. So again, Chardonnay is going to be 51% of what is planted. Pinot Noir is going to be 39.5. So that's already an important information as to what color is Burgundy. But if you mix the two, again, we go back to this 90%. There are still 10% we need to identify. I'm going to talk about two other grape varieties you probably know, Gamay and Aligoté. Let's take Aligoté to start with. Aligoté is going to account for 6%. 6% of what we do. And Aligoté, again, is dead easy to identify. Either it's going to be in a crémant, or on the label, you're going to see a wine called Bourgogne Aligoté. So in that case too, you know exactly what you're drinking. So you're left with 4% that's not identified. Gamay. Gamay is going to be 2.5% of what is planted in Burgundy. So again, you'll know or you'll manage to find the answer. So we're left with 1.5% of production. And that's when things are getting a bit more interesting. They're more interesting because there's an array, there's a wide range of grape varieties you can use to make wines in Burgundy. Much more than meets the eye. One of those is going to be Sauvignon. Yes, Sauvignon, the grape you're going to use in the Loire Valley. Good thing with Sauvignon, there's only one place you can use it, and it's very close to Chablis, it's Saint-Brie. Saint-Brie is basically at the same level Chablis is. So they're really equivalent in the Burgundy hierarchy, but Sauvignon based for Saint-Brie. Whereas Chablis is obviously based on the Chardonnay grape. So what's wonderful about this wine is you're going to bring a new type of grape variety with all the aromas and flavors that are linked to that varietal and the Burgundy terroir. So interesting wines and amazing wines. That's going to open a lot more pairings. That's going to open a different experience, a more interesting experience. And again, in the local area, around Chablis, you're going to find not only Saint-Brie with Sauvignon, but also Irancy and parts of Coulanges-la-Vineuse with Pinot Noir, of course, but also César. And if you've already seen me at the boutique, you know that I will talk to you about César. It's a lot more rustic than Pinot Noir. Basically, it would be some kind of bizarre world Pinot Noir, where everything is inverted. So on one side with Pinot Noir, you've got elegance. On the other side with César, you've got something a bit more rustic, a bit more powerful. And that's why, blended together, they make amazing wines. And if you're nice, ask me. I've got some bottles of pure César, which are just amazing. And then a lot more. Pinot Gris, Pinot Meursault, Sassy, Melon, and the list goes on. Now, where can you find those grapes? Most of the time, they're going to be blended. Some of the times, they're going to be in crémant. Then, sub-wine growers are making an amazing job at taking those rare grape varieties and making amazing wines with them. And to do so, they use a level in the Burgundy hierarchy called Coteau Bourguignon. That's the level where I would say you can have a lot of fun. Because the rules, even if they're strict, are going to be a bit more open. So you can do much more. And that's going to give you amazing wines. I hope that answered your question. If you've got more, send them over, even if I've already answered to them. I hope you're going to have a wonderful week. Remember, you can follow me and S.Chablis on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever have you. Hope you're going to have a wonderful week again. Remember, keep on tasting. Bye-bye.